The Table is Yours podcast contains content that may not be suitable for some audiences, such as themes of violence, swearing, sexual language, alcohol, and death. We advise you to check the episode description for any other specific content warnings. Please, if any sequences or episodes are ever triggering or uncomfortable in any way, we ask you take a pause from the episode or skip it entirely. It is important that our table is a safe space for everyone, including you.
The Table is Yours podcast is a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends around a table and through video call play tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons. Together we hope to bring the joy and fun of our game to you wherever you are, as if you're part of our table. For when you're sitting, creating, and playing with us, the table is yours. Hello, and welcome back to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure. We are a group... Jesus. We are a group of friends who play Dungeons & Dragons, as well as maybe down the line other RPGs. My name is Con Riley. I am your GM. My pronouns are they, them, and you can follow me at Cryos places. And let's go around and meet our fun cast and crew, as well as a new player today who's replacing Lexi forever. She's never coming back. Just kidding. She should be back. But let's start with Andrew.
Hi, I'm Andrew. My pronouns are he, him. I play Wash, and you can find me in your mom's room.
Oh, Jesus.
Cool.
Hi, I'm Sydney. My pronouns are she, her. I play Codex. I also do a lot of the art, not all of it, but some of it on this thing. And I didn't prepare a fun fact for Codex. I'm still the jury is still out on what kind of fighter she might be. So.
Hi, I'm Vic. My pronouns are they, them. I play resident rat boy Terrence Estanis.
Oh my god. Bear witness. Bear witness for me this time.
Bear witness.
Bear witness.
No. There's nothing to bear witness to. Terrence is great, and that's my fun fact for today.
Hey, my name is Heather Alexandria Lore. I play Shay Ergos. My pronouns are she, her, and Shay and Terrence are a great dynamic duo. Yeah.
And today we do have a new face. Would you like to introduce yourself, Becca?
Yes, hi, I'm Rebecca Merkel, and my fun fact will be about me. My Enneagram number is 3.
Oh! Okay.
Which means I'm perfect. But honored to be here. Oh, and my pronouns, she, her.
There we go.
It's okay, I forget every week. I'm like, hi, I'm your GM, and I'm not corporeal.
Let's calm down there, Con.
Let's dial it back a bit. What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
Sham told us another job opportunity for the Fated Fates was available that dealt with Verano. He said he'd tell us all the details later, so we decided to wander around the 10th precinct. We ended up going to one of the post offices since Codex wanted to. There she ran into an old colleague? Boss, not really sure, named Phoebe. She seemed nice enough. We found out that apparently the Red Raven Adventuring Guild had a sister rival guild, the Blue Crow Adventuring Guild. Not necessarily the most pertinent info, but apparently both Codex and Terrence were suspicious of her when we left. When returning to the guild hall, I offered to teach Codex to read and write. Maybe not the most important thing, but it'd be easier for all of us if she could, okay? Shalom told us that the burgomaster of the 9th precinct was hosting a fundraising gala for Artifici at her castle tomorrow evening. He and his right hand, Maude, had it on good intel that Verano, or people working for him, would be there. So the Fated Fates would need to go there for reconnaissance. So Maude took us to get fitted for better attire for the event. The next day we traveled from the 10th to the 9th precinct and had some time before the gala to kill, so Codex chatted with some of the servants in the gala at the castle. I got liquor, Shay mingled, and and Terrence ran into the Blue Crows and made immediate enemies of them. Looks like they're already seeing us as people working with Verano, since they heard someone of Terrence's description as supplying Verano with the serums, as well as the physical description of me and one. Codex, when leaving the castle, ran into a tall, creepy guy named Balthazar, whom she assumed was the silhouette she saw in the Grey Grove in Generta. I don't know, she probably just got spooked and is freaking out. I just hope no one asks me to dance at this thing.
So Codex, Terrence, and Wash. What I described to you is what you see. You just see this tall person that Codex is like,
No, she's not gonna be like that. I think she's probably just standing there, like, staring, though, openly. But she's not gonna, like, point, and she's probably just like, so what's the plan?
Unsure. Are we, like, being ushered into the hall
I mean,
right
people
now?
are walking in, so, like, yeah.
We're kind of, like, moving with the crowd, so I feel like do we, like, glance at him as we're walking, or is it, like...
They are currently in the hall.
Oh, okay. So we're, like,
also,
kind
by
of
this point, too,
approaching
you hear the sound of an orchestra playing.
A MIDI file.
What?
We hear a MIDI file.
No, you don't hear a MIDI file.
Okay, so we're, like, approaching them, kind of.
You're going into the hall.
Yes.
It's a huge hall.
Yes, I'm just saying, but, like, we're advancing towards...
Technically, yes, you're approaching them, but not approaching them, like, you're approaching the hall. Yes, you're walking into the hall where they also are and a bunch of other people.
Okay.
Probably like 1,000 people, if not a little bit more.
Damn, that's
new
so many
ones.
NPCs.
Get ready to do all the voices.
I know.
You did this to yourself.
Terrence, like, I'd like to speak to every single one. You first, what's your name? Yeah. Fantasy name generator.
I think Codex is she's probably just like, so what's the plan as we're, like, walking? I mean, she's gonna start walking towards, like, the table that has, like, all the food and drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will accompany you on that endeavor.
Also, you don't know where Lady Leandra. I mean, she's obviously in here somewhere, but Maude, Lady Leandra, is somewhere in here.
For right now, I think we just kind of observe. I need to take a break from talking to people for a second.
Oh, poor Terrence.
Okay, did something happen outside? Did Wash yell at you or something?
I think I just need to collect myself for a second, and then I'll be okay. And then maybe I'll find other people that, like, really don't want to be here.
Did you get bullied?
Why would you say that?
Just saw.
Who said?
No. He, like, puts his head out. Like, he's like...
Well, did you find anything, like, super helpful or interesting? Did either of you find anything out there?
I found out why the Blue Crows and the Red Ravens got into a fight last time. If that makes sense. It's because they're dicks.
Why?
I say it.
I found this bottle.
Good job.
Yeah.
The briefcase sparks. It's fucking Debbie Reynolds' Aggie's bag.
Oh my god,
Little crocodile.
I found out that the Blue Crows are also looking into Verano because they seemed highly suspicious of me, and I forgot I was supposed to give a fake name. So yeah, I feel like a lot of people are watching me, and maybe that's me, but I'm not totally sure.
It's the same in Carrie, where Carrie's like some people are laughing, but in Carrie's vision, everyone's laughing.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
That is absolutely it. Like, Terrence is like, basically the words that are cycling through his head is like, they know what you did. That is Terrence's, like, caught phrase, like, that is stuck in his head right now. So
Damn.
like,
Why don't you find a nice place to sit down and just snack on something?
yeah, that's probably a good idea. Will you come with me? Just to find a place, and then, like, I'll hold base camp, you know, like, is that what people do at, like, social gatherings? Is, like, there's always one person that watches the bags, and then there's, like, I'll be the person that watches the bags.
Oh, yeah, perfect. And the Wash puts.
Great. Arf. Can I scope out the room for, like, a table that is, like, kind of tucked away a little bit?
Sure, roll
like,
perception.
So I got a 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah.
Okay, noted. Roll a perception check as well, sure.
Yeah.
Or place
He's
card.
scratching his neck every so often.
What did you get for perception?
19.
19. You see probably Terrence pretty quickly, like,
Just rat boying in the corner.
Not even in the corner, like just looking for a place, like standing in the middle looking for a place to sit.
you walk up to Terrence and you just kind of like put your hand on Terrence's
Yeah, I
back
straight
and
up
usher him
stealth.
to a seat at a table
jumps.
right in front of him.
He jumps when you touch him.
You alright? Why don't you sit here?
There's like a stone table that's just like right there. Where you kind of are positioned, it's probably like when you first walked in, it's probably more left side. It's closer to the stage they've kind of erected for the orchestra, closer to the entrance you came in, or like to that hall than it is there. But you have a pretty good vantage point of seeing everything as well as that hall entrance as well. Yeah.
Excellent. I want to... Wash, you might want to avoid the cigarettes when you're around the Blue Crows. They kind of know what you look like now, as well as V2, and they're looking for you.
I have V2.
You do have V2 now, yes. They think you're associated with
I kept the
Verona.
briefcase.
Okay.
Just be
That-
warned.
Does that matter? Were they gonna try to interrogate me here?
Maybe. Maybe you'll get into a fist fight.
Yeah, probably not.
No? Well, now you know they're looking for you.
Alright. Well, I'm just gonna grab a drink and then go outside and smoke.
Outside the hall?
No one stops me from smoking.
There's a
Where's
balcony.
that balcony area?
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay.
right by the cliff. You're right, Terrence.
Yeah, I just don't think this is really my scene. And maybe I was a little overconfident coming in.
Understandable, it's a lot of people. Do you need a drink?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll come with you.
Perfect.
As
Fancy
we're
drinks.
walking over, you said, they think Wash is connected to Verano.
Yes, I think one of their people saw Wash and One with one of those vials at the ceremony.
Yeah, they kind of scoped me too.
Interesting.
Said something about hiring criminals at the Red Raven Guild.
Completely
But
wrong.
I know that Lady Leandra said to keep my connections under wraps, but I think it might already be wide open as of right now.
I see. Do you want to go into your disguise again?
Not yet. I'm fine. I'm not like. Obviously, I haven't really done anything wrong. I'm part of a guild, and I'm just here as a representative and an adventurer. But yeah, a drink would be nice to settle my brain. And he like kind of takes like a lean forward and keeps walking.
Terrence, Shay, and Codex, if you could all roll a perception. I know it's like the only roll we're making right now. Sorry.
Ooh, a 19 again.
My God.
I'm so proud of you,
5.
Vic.
Yeah.
You got 5? Okay. 5 for Terrence.
Terrence is distracted by his own thoughts.
10 for Codex, who's like, what?
She's like she has a glass of champagne, and then there's another empty glass that she's like thrown out through her fingers because she doesn't know where to put down empty stuff. And she's staring at all the food, and she doesn't know what half of it is. So she's just like, I don't know what I can eat, what's not supposed to be eaten. There's a lot of flowers on this table. I don't know what's going on.
Is Codex vegan?
Maybe. No.
Is she vegetarian? Do rabbits eat? I mean,
She's a vegetarian, yeah.
As you guys make your way to get drinks there, and probably go, oh, hey, Codex.
She's like, huh! Hey.
You finally probably spot Lady Leandra, or Maude, but Lady Leandra kind of walking around, and you see her walk like directly up to the playing orchestra, and you see her talking to this woman. Becca, would you like to describe Isabella, or Isabella?
Isabella Ballador. She goes by Issa. She is a tall, lean, muscular, purple tiefling. Without her horns, she's about 6'3". She is currently wearing a long black cloak. It's tied together, and on the front there is a Red Raven Adventuring Guild symbol. She has blue lipstick on and always has blue lipstick on because it matches her arcane energy and she's all about aesthetic. And her deep red hair is pulled back into a high pony. She's always trying to have the aesthetic of the moment. She is the moment. No. She is wearing what she's always wearing, which is gym clothes underneath a black cloak. Yeah, so she has, like, one of her boyfriend's old, like, undershirts, like, plain white undershirt on, sports bra, and then, like, gym shorts, like, soccer shorts.
At the gala?
Well, she's wearing a cloak that's long enough that it just looks like she's wearing a cloak, but if it ever opens, you're like, gym shorts?
But if it ever opens. But she's playing with the orchestra, so right now, cloak is buttoned.
You guys just see this conversation happen as basically Lady Leandra, Maude, walks up to you and goes, Isa, can we talk real quick?
Sure. And she'll gently set her oboe down on her chair and make sure the reed is safe, and then she will walk with Lady Leandra.
You can also bring it if you wish.
No, that's okay.
Okay. And she kind of like brings you over to a separate like food table and drink area. And if you guys are all like scanning, watching this, you watch as Lady Leandra like points over towards you. She's like, "That's the Fated Fates over there." I'm sure you know. Just like, oh.
We kind of... Terrence, like, holds his hand up.
Codex just drinks.
Yeah, Isabella will just, like, a nice wave, and she's like, yeah, I saw Codex. So.
Yeah.
I figured that was them.
So, bit of concerning information that I've just gathered. Not even 5 minutes into the start of this, before even Lady Seraphima shows up. Seems like the Blue Crows, one of them has said that the Fated Fates, and points over them again, and Tara's like... working for
That was the dice I heard.
Is it the one that keeps waving? They look a little nervous.
Oh, no, he did work for Verona. They were, like, actively the one who made the original serum.
Oh. Okay. So, are we cool with that? Is that, like, they're... So I'm cool with them, but they did work for Verano.
Yes. Sean wants them to be working for us for lots of many reasons. I don't know if we've told you about the whole one situation, but she's off doing something else right now that we need her to. But no, we do think that the Fated Fates might be a pretty good asset to have as an adventuring group. Just happens that Terrence, the one that keeps waving every time we look over,
He holds his hand up.
She just like holds it down.
they were employed by Verano by threat, basically, and made the original serums that ended up being copied into the events that transpired during the graduation. They were not their serum, but they were copied from their original serum.
Okay, so Terrence made the original serum. Someone copied it.
Another Verona employee. Yes.
Yeah, used it for nefarious purposes. She looks like a little sad, but she's like, got it.
I don't really know what Terrence's purposes are with making it, so they could be nefarious as well, and if they are, then we'll deal with that internally. But I don't know if anyone has told you about how Lady Seraphima works. She loves to draw a crowd, and she loves to draw a crowd usually by pointing a common enemy. So if that information ends up at all getting to her or her people, there will probably be an execution at this. And it will be the Fated Fates.
Oh no!
All of them?
Probably.
Okay, well, I'd rather not have my adventuring party die again under my watch, so what do you need me to do?
Currently TBD, but I would like it probably best. I'll go over and introduce you. Maybe stick with them this time instead of being afar.
Well, who's gonna tune the orchestra?
Darling. It kind of just puts it on your face. And like, you've talked to Maude. Maude usually has like this very like, hello, like, and she talks very plainly, but when she's Lady Leandra, she's very like she like never talks like this. You're like, oh my god, who is this person? You're like, are you sure you're Maude? It'll be fine. Probably grab your instrument. Stick close to them. Stay with them. Integrate yourself. Maybe become friends. The only thing that you just need to know, because I know you're kind of like, these are random adventurers, you've seen a bunch of adventuring parties before. That is true, but some of them have done pretty important things that we want to see where that develops. The one that isn't here is very interconnected with a lot of things that I can't get into, as Sean is the one who kind of declares that as need to know.
Of course he does.
Yes. Codex also did something pretty big that is need to know. Shay, the one with the white chalk, is connected to something that we really need to know about. Terrence obviously does the serum thing. The other one I'm not sure.
Sensible.
He's kind of...
The one with, I think I saw them with a dog earlier.
Yeah, so that dog is ones, and they're usually with one. They're capable, so I'm sure he'll have something. But let's just say it's a bunch of small seeds that could grow into very big trees, and we'd rather not lose the seeds if possible. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's not world ending. If they die, get out of there. But if you can keep these seeds nurtured, that would be great. They probably will look down on you. Apparently they look down at each other for class and age, so... You being the youngest, they might be kind of mean to you.
I'm the youngest, but class-wise.
We don't need to get into that. That's...
Yeah. I won't say it.
Don't give them more information than they need. But yes, let's see. Maybe just watch over them. Make sure things are fine. If things go to shit, you need an escape plan. Because as long as two things. And you see, like, she's kind of like shaking. Like, she's getting really nervous. She's like looking around.
Isabella's like, why didn't we do this before we got here? But she didn't say that out loud, but she's like, okay.
Let's keep the names under wraps. If things go to shit, which the more that the Blue Crows are talking with that one specifically, it points at Ariel, who just looks like this little like bitch like walking around. Who can I talk to?
She is a bitch.
Yeah.
She's got that little cloud over her head.
As long as the full names are not disclosed and their group name, the Fated Fates, is not disclosed, even if they all run out of the party as criminals or whatever, they can come back and be like, well, the Fated Fates, we don't know who those people are, they just look like us. As long as names are not disclosed, even if it goes to shit, as long as you all escape, it'll be fine. If they're about to die, I would like you, darling, very much to escape. Okay?
Okay.
Just don't give your full name yet to them. Yeah, so you watch as Lady Leandra and this tiefling walk over to you.
Codex finishes her second glass of champagne and is looking for her third. Now she's holding 2 glasses and has another one.
You can just set them down, darling. You don't need to just...
Where? That's just littering, basically.
Any of these wasters walking by, you just set it on that tray and take another one if you want to.
Empty glass. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah! Codex is also angry. As she walks up with this person in a very long cloak that if you ever see like even a hint of leg, you're like, ooh, what a gown, and then if you see a hint of gym shorts, you're like, wait, what?
Wait, hold on. A hint of gym shorts.
You see a hint of leg, you're like Angelina Jolie. You see a hint of gym shorts, you're like, what's going on here?
Hold on a second. David Beckham, is that you? No, Isabella's like 6'2" also. Like,
Oh, she's tall, wow.
yeah, she's pretty big. You know, she carries herself.
She's
with
muscly, right?
Straight posture. Yeah, muscly. She's got that bod.
Here's a question for you two, I guess, with height. She's 6'2" to her head, or she's 6'2" to her horns?
Head.
So what are her horns up to?
Her horns aren't that tall, so...
6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'4" was what I was thinking.
Cool, alright. So yeah, Lady Leandra approaches you all and goes, where's Walsh?
He's probably smoking somewhere. He does that quite regularly.
Okay, well, does he know that people know that he smokes?
Yes, I warned him. He didn't seem to care.
Okay, because this is a very... Despite most of it, unless you're a very high up noble, people don't usually smoke at these things.
Why?
Because it's supposed to be like upper class.
Upper class people don't smoke?
No, they do, but it's usually like in a parlor room in a
Private.
salon.
There's a smoking room, I'm sure.
Sure.
The salon.
The salon.
This is a member of the Red Raven Adventuring Guild. She's a guild member. Her name is
Izzy.
Izzy.
Hello, Izzy.
Izzy will be helping you in your efforts at this party as I go around and mingle. Through message, you hear in your head, Isabella, you hear, I don't think I'm going to tell them the issue yet, because I feel like if I do, one of them, and like eyes dart to Terrence and back. It's probably just like this very like for you. It's just like she's like, Izzy will be helping you. And like very like just like this like as if she's thinking. Like she's pretty good at hiding what she's doing. And she'll.
Does she have spell spell?
She sure does.
Piss.
Ha ha! Damn it!
Maud's a magic user. She's a sorcerer.
One day.
But she kind of like said like, I don't even say anything because I'm afraid of one of them freaking out. Maybe the others are trustworthy. Codex doesn't seem to like me. It's fine.
Codex is just like, eyeball.
Actually, probably in your head it sounds like Maud. It's probably like, I'm not going to tell him. Like, I'm not going to tell them.
Yeah.
Terrence will freak out. Okay?
Yeah, I think Isabella responds and, alright. Izzy. And she'll hold her hand out to Codex first.
Codex, nice to meet you.
Hi. Yes. I thought we were using fake names. Because
We're
at
supposed
a
to use
party
fake
trying
names.
to blend in. Yes. And I already know your real name is Codex. Do you want to practice? So
Yeah,
Izzy.
I'll just Mala.
Mala. Nice to meet you, Mala.
Nice to meet you too.
And then Isabella will turn to Terrence. Izzy.
Ulysses.
That's hilarious because I was gonna go by Grant.
Yes!
I was going to go by S. Grant.
Grant.
It's my pen name.
And then Touche. Izzy. She's just going down.
And Terry.
Terry?
Terry?
Terry.
Did you say that?
And Terry.
Oh, and Tedish.
And Terry.
Enterish.
And I think Wash is outside, so someone should probably tell him that
I'll go get him, and she'll walk just straight for the door to get Wash.
I'm going to mingle. Try your best. Try not to talk to anybody too much, other than just finding out information, okay?
Okay, that was half of my question. My other thing is more of just a statement than a question. Actually, no, it's a question. Did you know that that scary guy that we had talked to before? I don't know how much Sham filled you in on the last report that I gave.
You told me first.
Oh, right.
I love how she like slowly dips into Maude whenever she talks to her.
Yeah, like, cause like, she's trying to keep her eyebrows raised, and it's just like.
Oh yeah, you were there, but not for. Right. So that guy's here. Someone invited him to the party, and I don't know why, but he's here.
Where?
She just looks to see if he's still where he was.
Yeah, still arguing with that woman.
He's over there arguing with that lady.
Do you know who that is?
He said his
Not
name is
him.
Balthazar.
Do you know who she is?
No, I didn't bump into her.
She's like looking for somebody to say, why is she here? But none of you would even know who that is anyway. That's the Bull of the Naramont Society, excuse me.
Oh my god! No way! I should go introduce myself.
No! Do not do that!
Why not? I don't know why I didn't recognize her. Oh, okay.
Probably because you've never...
Why might just go say hi? What? The Postal Service is like a branch of it.
Yeah, okay. And she walks away.
Terrence is eating hors d'oeuvres.
Whatever you pick up, if you
caviar
have
in your
any drink and or food, if it's like a small plate, like Lady Leandro will just walk away.
Okay. He takes another small plate of food.
Comes back.
It's wrong! The whole buffet table just whoosh.
I feel like we're doing a bad job so far.
She seems a bit high strung. Maybe. I mean, Izzy, do you have any
Izzy
information
left
you
to go
might
find
want?
Wash.
Oh, Izzy did leave.
Yeah, Izzy walked away.
Oh shit!
Wash.
Poor Shay. Shay's like trying to like do things, and she's like, "Hey, Okay, cut it.
How does it feel, Shay? How does it feel? Fade into the fucking shadows.
Karma.
Speaking up, no, I'm just kidding.
I say, as a suggestion, I say we all go sit at the table and wait for the other two to come back.
I'm going to go dance with Raina just to see if I could gather any information from him.
You know what? I'm gonna go sit at the table, and if anybody wants to sit with me, they can. But right now, I'm gonna go eat my horse divorce, and then I'm gonna sit down. He takes a glass of champagne off of somebody at a tray walking by, and he goes and sits down at the table.
That was somebody's hand. Just like, mine.
No, that was somebody's hand. Off of a tray.
Shay, before you go, what kind of dances do people do here?
The buddy.
I'm guessing some sort of ballroom, but I'm quite familiar with a few of the different styles, so I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Okay, I'll go make sure Terrence doesn't implode. Just follow Terrence to the table.
Okay, so who's doing what?
I'll head back to the table.
Yeah, I'm walking to find Wash and bring him inside for dinner.
For dinner? Yeah, you walk out to
Just assuming we need to sit at our table. So Isabella would walk over and sit down next to Wash and hold out her hand for a smoke.
No, fuck it. Yeah, sure. Wash pulls out a cigarette, hands it to you, and then like snaps his fingers and puts his thumb against the end.
Thanks. She takes one inhale and then puts it out, blows out the smoke. She's like, "Hi, I'm Izzy. I'm with Lady Leandra."
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm just gonna take that back because these are expensive.
Well, I do very much appreciate it, but and she's gonna try to put out Wash's cigarette. Just we have to be a little bit more careful right now. To be fully honest with you, there are some people here that might want to hurt your party, and especially you. So I think we should try and blend in a little bit better than you are doing right now.
That is absolutely no different from any other time.
Okay, but you're not doing it.
Because I enjoy smoking.
No, and I love that for you, and I also like smoking, but at this... yeah, and I love that journey for you. I love that for you, but we need to go back inside and kind of play it safe right now, because if we don't, your whole party might be killed. And I know that that probably is still normal for you, but sometimes when I'm charged with adventuring parties, they die, and I'd rather avoid that.
Wouldn't that be something you need to work on rather than us?
No.
Nobody's died under my charge, so...
I think Isabella's gonna stand up and offer a hand to Wash. Just be like, please just be careful and come back to dinner.
Fucking alright. He clips the cigarette, puts it back in the pack, and then walks in. Does not take your hand.
Well, she doesn't care. She's like, okay. I've rounded them up, and she comes back inside.
And only Terrence is sitting at the fucking table. Okay, cutting. Sorry, I forgot. I thought you said you were.
Alright, so you return to the table with them. Shay, you find Rainer again with the Blue Crows. When you approach their table, it's like immediately all their eyes go on you and some of them like, start talking to each other. Rainer kind of stands up and then... I think you and your party should maybe keep your distance.
As long as you all do the same and we don't cause any trouble here, that's fine by me.
Ooh, roll intimidation.
Intimidation is 22.
Noted. Cool. Yeah.
I hope we do fight the
To
Blue Crows
all of
again.
them.
Fuck those guys.
I think Shay kind of like leans on the table and says it loud enough for the full, like, Mystic Dukes to hear. Just as long as none of you cause any trouble, I think we can be fine with that.
Rainer probably just like raises an eyebrow, but I mean, still probably like intimidated. But like Ariel's like, you know, they're just kind of like, okay, like they're kind of like, I don't know. I like that these guys are like fine.
I'm just here to have
They're like,
fun.
You're like, okay, but you're the bad guys. From what we know,
Like,
from what we know, you're the bad guys. What the fuck? Okay, sorry. Like,
I love being a good anti-hero.
yeah. I think it's best you leave.
Can do. But I'm sure we'll see each other again one day.
Hopefully not. Yeah, says Ariel.
Yeah. She's right behind, like, yeah. Oh. Until we meet again.
Kind of rolls his eyes and turns around. Do you return to the table?
Yeah.
Alright, so the...
I think I kind of skirt around and try to hear if there's any other whisperings from any other, like, people as I go.
Roll... I don't say perception again, but... Roll investigation.
Okay. Where are you? 13.
You don't hear anything, but, like, as far as you're aware, you think you notice, like, eyes sometimes darting to that table.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so
Back
Shay
at the
returns to the table.
Now the table is ours.
Hey!
No, the table's yours. The table in the table is yours.
Everyone's there, right?
Table within the table is yours twice.
Codex is sitting there, just delicately playing with her cup. Like, oh god.
Yes, I'm sure you'll have noticed that we've drawn some attention.
Yeah, I noticed.
And in a bad way.
In Terish, is that how you pronounce it? Did you give them your real name?
One of them, yes.
Okay. Now, she's gonna turn to Wash and just be like, have you come up with an alias for tonight?
I don't know, Gregor?
Gregor? Okay. Good. I mean, it doesn't seem like you talk that much, so I don't think you'll be a problem. She gets more serious on jobs, but she still has some light. I promise. She'll be a little bubblier. She's still looking at Wash, and she's like, okay, so Gregor, did you by chance come up with any sort of escape plan should things go down? I know you've been kind of observing everyone, and you've been spending some time outside, so I don't know if you've seen anything.
Well, out that way, probably not the route we want to go.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, unless someone can land real soft, I don't really see that as a possibility. We could just go out the way we came in.
Lynn could probably get us out a different way.
Who?
Who's Lynn?
Is
Oh,
that
I
who you were
did my
talking to
job.
earlier?
Lynn is working the event. She's somewhere around, but I can probably find her and she can probably get us out like a different way, like a serving way or something.
And what name did you give her?
Oh, my real name. I wasn't told we were supposed to use fake names.
Isabel's just like, okay.
To be fair, I had asked about fake names before, and everybody was like, we don't do that, and now we're here, and suddenly we do that. So.
For some reason, lately, after like makes her rounds, it's like, because that's before everything went to shit. You fucked up.
We were under the impression that we were supposed to like sort of keep ourselves under wraps, but like introducing ourselves was no big deal, and that clearly is wrong.
And you would know that too. Is you like it was supposed to be fine. It's just because information was given to someone who else is looking for Verano, and now it looks like they're working for Verano. That's where things went to shit. So therefore, it's because someone talked to the Blue Cross.
We haven't seen anyone else that we recognize here, have we?
Everyone roll an investigation check.
I got an 8.
Let's try going.
Okay, 8 for Isabella,
11.
11 for Codex. Wash.
6.
Chick.
16.
22.
Hey! Finally, Terrence
A
sees
good
stuff.
roll.
All of a sudden, he's just focusing.
He's calmed down for a second because he's like, "Oh wait, it's not just me that fucked up."
Shay, you'll notice walking, like if you look towards like the hall, because some people are still entering. Like the gala hasn't officially started yet because Lady Serafina Russo has not made like her entrance nor her announcement yet.
Yeah.
But watching some people still walk in, you do notice Phoebe walking, very like demure. Codex looking around, you see Balthazar, but you do not see that woman. Terrence, looking around, you do see Viscerai. You see Viscerai and some other people with him.
He goes from like, "I finally calmed down" to immediately tense again.
Yeah, so Viscerai is this, looks like a young, not, I mean like most elves look young anyway, but looks like a young elf, probably like either just turned 100, if not younger than 100. Kind of short, shoulder length blonde hair, very tan. Seems to be kind of very well dressed in like kind of just black tie. and is surrounded by probably two larger, burlier men who also are wearing black tie. It's like there's a little bit of muscle pop around because they're like big
Did the
boys.
two big guys look at all
Probably.
familiar? Yeah.
They all kind of blend together, but probably.
Okay, but they look like the type.
Being around Viscera, they're like, yeah, I've probably seen them.
Terrence kind of puts his head down and like his head in his hand and like rubs his temples. Hey, you remember a couple days ago when I mentioned that guy who works for the summit?
Yes, that made their little
Yes,
dupe
yeah.
potions, yes.
He's here.
Lovely.
Over
Wow.
there. And I like use my eyes to like I don't like he's here. I use my eyes to like look up and like dart towards him, but I'm also keeping my head like my face kind of covered.
Shay does a little sneaky glance.
And if anyone is going to call out the fact that I, in fact, did what I used, then he is the one.
I think he's already started those rumors.
And if they're going to believe someone, it's probably going to be the teacher's aide from the summit and not some scum from the street. So.
But you don't look as scummy now. You look fantastic.
Thank you, Shay. I really appreciate it. Also, it's taking a lot of self-control not to just kill him. No. He mumbles that under his breath. He's like clutching a wine, like clutching the stem of the champagne flute.
There is a really nice balcony out there.
It seems rather dangerous.
Standing on a balcony?
The drop-off, yes.
Well, yeah.
Don't lean. How many doses do you think my flask is holding? I feel like max would be 3. Like, as if it's like...
How many fluid ounces is one of your doses?
Well, it's like we said it's like basically like a
test tube vial. Like, I would say
It'd be like, what, 4 fluid ounces?
Something like that, yeah.
Like, probably, because I would say they're probably, like, the individual vials are probably about, like, yay tall, and they're filled to the top, but, like...
I would say
that...
1 to 2 doses then, because flasks are small unless you have a big one.
I'd say 2. Do you have your supplies on?
I probably left that in the guild. Like, if we left...
Because we had those rooms there.
Yeah, he wouldn't have brought it with him, but, So if I would be able to, like, have it in my, like... It looks like a normal, like, satchel, basically.
I'm gonna say you have 2 in your flask, and then you brought your satchel with you, right? It's that's probably still being held with the weapons. That's what I'll say. Your satchel full of goods and your fold-out table.
Goodies.
My magical, like...
Everyone who has their, like, specific bags of holding that only hold certain things.
I like it, though. I like that more than, like, a regular bag of holding, because it's like, I have...
I mean, right, yeah, having a regular bag of holding is fine, but I think for now, like, yeah, if you're like...
Yeah.
Then you think, you know...
My
You're
table
not
of...
packing.
It's my table of folding.
You're at my table of folding, please. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'd say. So yeah, you see Viscerai and these 2 people, and then for everybody else, now you know what Viscerai looks like. Looks like some college fucking student. He's basically like a TA.
So the 2 goons that are flanking Viscerai...
Yes.
Is he with anyone from the summit, or does he look like he's here of, like, his own
Looks
accord?
like he's here his own accord.
Super.
Right.
Are you gonna tattle him? Like, Professor!
I think Isabella is like trying to discreetly track Viscerai to see who they might be chatting with at this event, like what connections they have to people here. And she'd also be looking for some sort of escape plan, like if there's any other way. I know that Codex might talk to Lynn.
Roll a percentile die, so roll your d10 and your percentile.
53.
You got a 53? From what it looks like Viscerai is like talking to like probably the people that have the fanciest clothes and decadent accessories. And he'll like kind of quick chat to them. He won't chat to them very long. He'll kind of like walk up, have like, what's the weather like? I mean, not that you know what he's saying, but talk to them for a second and then walk back to like this tiny table where he's sitting with his bodyguards, basically. From what Terrence says.
Can I tell if he's clocked us or me specifically
Not
yet? He has not? Terrence is sitting here and he's like definitely like scratching his neck and like kind of staring just down at the table, trying not to be seen.
So Isabel, is she still at the table with us?
Yeah.
Okay. She like finishes her 3rd drink, sets it down. I don't know how inconspicuous we're all being just sitting here while everybody else is socializing, but I think I might go dance. Is that cool
Do you
with
want to
everyone?
chat
or-
to Lynn? Maybe.
Yeah, I
To
mean,
get
I
an
don't know where
escape?
she is right now. I could try and find her.
All right. Well, yeah. Whatever you'd like to do, it might be best to stick in some kind of group. So maybe dancing would be better than
Dance
going
party.
off alone.
Wash, would you like to dance?
I'm not really feeling it right now.
Too bad, here we go.
Izzy will extend her hand to Terrence.
Oh! Another big woman and tiny boy.
Yes.
How tall's Wash? 6'3"?
6'3", and
So
she
technically-
stays in heels, so she's like 6'4" right now.
Oh, Jesus. As you guys start to dance, you probably dance for like maybe 5 minutes as this fanfare of what sounds like the orchestra changes music to be kind of like this announcing. You kind of watch as like everyone stops, and like from the entrance, it looks like there's a bunch of those guards walk in and they fan out as you watch this very beautiful in like this like white silvery dress, kind of like aligned with rose gold accessories. Woman walks in with blonde hair, and she's kind of followed by her own little like entourage. You see around her like this very tall, almost like the best way I can describe what he's wearing is like what would you call it? It's like a tailcoat, but it's like a very like military tailcoat where it like looks like he's like used part of like something. And it does have the same colors as the bull multitude, maybe a bit more saturated. So instead of like a muted red or like a muted red orange and gold, it's more like a bright golden red. He has dark black hair, and then following behind is like these two older men and this one woman. She looks like she's an elf, has kind of like, probably like strawberry blonde, almost chestnut hair, kind of walks behind her. And you hear kind of like someone announce like, Lady Seraphima Russo, as she walks in. That's kind of like her entourage that like walk in. And she kind of like goes to like this one table that's kind of been already guarded, you guys are avoided. And she kind of just like starts to talk. And when she talks, her voice does like boom. Like, not like in a weird way, but it's just like it's
Very
like,
resonant.
yeah, it's like, but she's not talking very loud or like seems like she's resonating. She's just talking kind of like this. But she kind of just, well, I'd like to thank you all for coming to this fundraising gala held by the Coup Conduit. We, of course, appreciate our 7 grand guilds, do we not, here in Sabraria, especially the Berg. And there's kind of like a, yeah, basically that.
For all.
Yeah.
Get a harumph out of that guy.
Please, there will be the auction that will be happening. And she kind of points over, like behind the orchestra, where people are kind of setting up. You can enjoy, of course, the festivities, the food, the dancing, the music, and then if you'd like to walk over there, I'll have some of my people. And you see her kind of put her hand on that dark-haired man's hand. Stop the auctions and bidding. But please, enjoy your party. I'm sure I'll go around and mingle with my very close and esteemed colleagues and friends. She kind of just sits down and just like, sits and starts to talk to other people as like music kind of goes back up again and people kind of like just start continuing the party.
As Terrence, I mean, if we like resume kind of dancing and like, I'm assuming we're like looking out and like dancing at the same time.
Yep.
Terrence is gonna say to Isa and say, so to be honest, I grew up in the second and I actually don't know much about the guilds. Could you kind of tell me about that? Like, I don't know like much about any of it.
I can explain if you want me to, and you can just say you explain it. Okay, yeah.
No, I mean, I assume like you would know and
Yeah, you would know. But
I
yeah,
would know.
You
However,
can, you can look
right
to
now,
the god real quick, and I'll explain.
Yeah, I'll hold on to my pendant. I'm like, hey,
Good question.
How does
Here,
this
let
work
me make
again?
sure it's right.
Yeah.
One
So,
second, hold on.
In Zabraria, this is a good thing for everybody to know, there are 7 grand guilds. So, like, there's a billion guilds, obviously. Like, there's gonna be, like, we're the dice guild, or, like, you know, like, see whatever.
The Dice Goblins.
Yeah, right. Dice goblins. I want to be part of that guild.
Yes, yeah.
But there is what's called the 7 grand guilds of Zabraria, also colloquially called a septum. And each of these 7 grand guilds have leaders, and those leaders are known as bulls, as we know. But the 7 grand guilds are as follows. There's the Moira Parliament. They're basically the government comprised of the nobles of the 12 precincts of the Burg. And King Guillaume III, who is the king of the burg of Zabraria, and also Zabraria, the sectors of Zabraria. He's basically like the figurehead, but that is technically a guild. The Parliament is a guild. And these are all, these are all higher guilds that oversee everything. This is basically the government. These are the people who run the burg and the sectors. Then there's the Vol Multitude. They're like the armed forces of Zabraria. Their ranks come honor guards for nobles as well as aristocracy, law enforcement for the 12 precincts, those are the guards, police, basically. As well as some are sent in garrisons for specific tasks to be taken care of in all of the sectors, including the Burg, the Grove, and the Wilds. There's the Gaunt Union. They're bankers and treasurers in charge of the economy. The Naramont Society, they're like the notary and courier leaders. They're kind of like the holders of histories and records of the land, as well as they oversee like the oral envoy, who's the postal office. There's the Tide Thorns, and it's kind of like the apostrophe Tide. TIDE is all lowercase thorns, and they're the Church of the Eventide, or the Eventide Church, which is what they call the Tide Thorns. And they kind of worship the Trinity religion of the sun god Zaharis, the moon goddess Quaedona, and more recently, within the last 50 years, they've started indoctrinating in Benona, their daughter, who is the goddess of luck and free will. She overtook free will from Ben Lodal, who was like that Lucifer character that Rogue Khan defeated. Then there's the Onyx Obscurity. They're basically national intelligence and security. Very spooky, think very Big Brother vibes. And then there's the Coup Conduit, which they are overseers of lesser guilds and organizations of the Burg, as well as they facilitate the Burg's trade union for imports and exports among other kingdoms and other sectors. And they each, their headquarters are each in different precincts. The Memorial Parliament is in the 5th precinct, where the kind of like all the rich people are, and that's where the king is, and the Morning Castle is. The Vol Multitude is in the 12th precinct. The Gaunt Union is in the 1st. Naramont Society is in the 3rd precinct. The Tide Thorns are in the 8th precinct. The Onyx Obscurity is in the 11th, and the Coup Conduit is in the 6th.
Yeah, I think Isabella, she'd first start off being like, okay, yeah, and she's like spinning, kind of scanning for Visrai, and it's kind of like, well, I grew up in 8. That's where the Tide Thorns are, so, you have the Holy Trinity, the Eventide, so the 3 gods, and blah, blah, blah. You understand, I'm sure. And then she'll, talk about the other 6 of the Septum. But, just kind of briefly, because she probably doesn't know as in-depth information. She's been with the Red Raven for, over a year now, but it's still not... She doesn't know everything, if that makes sense. So it's just the base level, these are the 7 guilds, there's a bull in every guild, and then she'll go into depth in, the Tide Thorns, because she understands it more.
Yeah, she probably explains too, where it's if the Red Raven was a grand guild, Sean would be a bull, but unless you're a part of a grand guild and you're the guild master of a grand guild, you're not known as a bull. You don't go up to Dice Goblin Guild and be like, you the bull? I'm a goblin. First of all.
They're all just playing liar's dice.
Yeah, they're playing liar's dice.
Yeah, I mean, the only one I really knew about was the Naramont Society, because I live nearby, but other than that, thanks. I sort of get it, at least.
For all of you that are there, if you're listening into her conversation, most of you probably know what the Grand Guild, but if you're I'll take a refresher. Kodak, you definitely already know this because it was probably explained on your training days at the Oral Envoy. They're like, so these are the guilds. We work for this one.
She did not do well on an oral test.
These grand guilds. But you notice when she talks about the Tide Thorn specifically, where is it under your cloak or above your cloak?
My pendant? Yeah, no, it's definitely under the cloak right now. But the cloak has buttons, so there's a chance you could
I'll just
you'd
say
see the chain.
Yeah, you probably just see a gold chain. But when you say Zaharis, Quaedona, and Benona, you probably do this out of just habit.
Yeah, I would talk about Benona, that's the luck and free will goddess, and kind of put my hand here. So you may pick up from that I, at one point, at least in my life, worshipped Benona.
Are you, a woman of faith, so to speak?
Sort of. Kind of agnostic right now, but I do...
The agnostic in this world would more be I don't know if we meet them. You know,
Yeah, it's more like I don't really know how much they're actually interfering or like doing anything for us, but this one time she did something for me. So I pray every now and again, and
I go, hey, bitch.
I'll hire all the
I
time.
like her. Yeah. I love her, but she's not my full life anymore, if that makes sense.
Sure.
That's how I would describe it.
I feel like he tries to continue idle chatter, but doesn't. Is also very distracted and looking out, making sure. While you're dancing, I think he keeps his head kind of down, mainly like to not be seen, and also he's watching his feet to make sure he doesn't step on your toes.
Yeah.
And he probably does. Can I roll like something to see if I step on your toes?
Yeah, roll like a dex or something. Dex check.
Dex check. It's a 7. I step on your toes. I'm so sorry.
You could just say you step on your toes. You don't have to roll.
I know, but maybe I would have been a really good dancer. And
Oh,
didn't
true,
step
true,
on your
true,
toes.
true.
Can surprise
You're
us
someone
all.
really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how's Washa's dancing? I'm gonna guess Washa's a good dancer.
It is by the book.
Shay tries to spice it up a bit where you
Like,
keep doing
And
like
watch
two
is
step,
like
two
it
step.
tightens so you can't.
No, this is what I
Snatch.
learned.
Buy the book!
I feel like the book.
Do I see Lynn like moving around the crowd and working at all?
No. It's a big
Sounds like-
fucking room.
Yeah, she spends like 5 minutes kind of just like looking around, and then the speech happens, and she's like, "Well, if everybody's gonna dance, I'm gonna go dance." She's gonna get up. Do I still see Balthazar?
You do, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna walk over towards him.
Fucking ballsy with those 3 champagnes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the first
Isabella's spinning. She's like, "Who's that?"
the guy that Codex is going to talk to?
Mm-hmm.
Not totally sure who he is, but she seems to think that he is a mysterious voice that came from the woods when we fought some rats a couple of days ago.
What?
When
So
we
she
knew
doesn't know
that
him?
came.
So we think that might be a problem, Ulysses?
It depends on how Mala handles this situation, I think.
Let's dance closer to them.
Yeah, we'll dance closer.
Alright, so you go over to Balthazar. He's probably just
Yeah.
like, sitting alone at a table.
So I was also sitting alone at a table, and I mean, does he look super bored?
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, I know we're like sworn enemies or whatever, but do you want to dance?
He kind of smirks. Sworn enemies?
Yeah, I don't know.
What would make us sworn enemies?
I don't know. It's just something about you that comes off as like maybe we should be sworn enemies.
Do you say that at many galas you go to?
This is the first gala I've been to, actually.
So yes.
And your first idea of talking to a stranger the second time is saying you're sworn enemies? Did I say something to offend you?
No, but I did bump into you, and I feel like in this setting, and she kind of like looks around at like all the fucking.
Therefore, we are sworn enemies.
She's like, I feel like that might be akin to like stabbing someone. So.
I would think that stabbing someone is akin to stabbing someone.
Yeah, but in like a social way.
Mm.
I think some people at this scala probably socially stab in a different way. I think bumping into someone else's least problems.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to dance or not?
Sure. And he kind of stands up, and he's tall. He's like 6'5". He's like, actually no, he's probably like Lexi's height. He's 6'6".
Yeah.
He's tall.
I love Codex.
Christ.
The ears like.
Tall.
And he kind of like, oh, this is creepy. He kind of like takes your hand and leads you out to the dance floor.
Yeah. Oh.
You start
Just
grinding.
no.
Grinding.
She immediately starts doing the Macarena. No, she doesn't know how to dance though, so she's just gonna follow his lead and just be like, "Great." She knows how to dance other ways, but not Gala waltz and stuff.
Right. So, Codex was your name, correct?
Yeah. But
Isabel's rolling her eyes. Fuck.
Yeah, but here I think I'm going by Mala. It just comes off a little fancier.
Probably is like he's twisting you around to like, why a different name? Why Mala?
Why not?
I guess that's fair. Roll perception for me.
I feel like Terrence and Issa are like staring at each other, like trying to listen, and we're like, what the fuck?
Shay has started eating watch to make it a little bit more.
Yeah. Isabel's like trying to watch Viscera and now Balthazar and be like, oh my god.
I'll watch one if you watch the other.
Yeah, perception.
I've rolled bad on perception every time. An 11.
No, that's good enough. There are like mirrors in this place, and if you ever catch a glimpse of a mirror, you see yourself dancing by yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like the movie.
Yeah.
We have to watch that movie. It's a very good movie.
Issa and I are like we danced closer to them. Can we catch a glimpse of that potentially? Because we're spinning. I'm
Sure,
assuming
but you roll perception.
Well,
Oh yeah.
10.
22.
Nice.
Would you get 22? Oh yeah, you spot it immediately. You're like, oh fuck.
Oh god damn it. Hey, Ulysses, that guy doesn't have a reflection.
Oh.
Now you notice it.
Oh! I
They're
like
like-
the help action.
They like spit around each other. This evening just keeps getting more and more interesting. Wouldn't you say?
It sure does. I am thrilled to be here.
Happy to have you.
Yeah, no, this is lovely. This is quite lovely. Thank you. I'm normally more bubbly than this, but because I'm very young, so when I work, I put on I try to put on a persona that people would respect instead of bubbly 20-year-old energy. So, hope you can respect that.
I mean, how old do you think I am?
Like 85.
Yeah, like
I want you to
700?
genuinely look at his picture and guess.
I don't know, like 26, 27?
I'm 22. I just turned 22.
Oh. Okay, well, you look older. I get told I look older all the time, so... This is working out nicely.
Old rat king.
It's nice to have someone that isn't mean to me. No.
They're mean?
No, that's not what I didn't mean. Did I say that? I didn't mean to.
I forgot it. It's gone. So what do you think we should do about this situation?
Well, as of right now, I think dancing is fine. And, I mean, like them dancing together is fine.
I think your dancing's okay.
No. Yeah, it's alright.
If he tries to lead her somewhere else,
We follow.
we need to follow them.
We like the bunny.
We're just spinning. We're like dizzy at this point. We're like,
Yeah, we're just walking around in circles.
Shay swings
like
Wash
whipping
over by the
heads.
lapels as she's basically just forcing him into more dancing.
Wash is going to break away as soon as the song ends and go check on fucking V2 because nobody's at the goddamn table.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay, good.
Someone's sort of like, what is this thing?
It's a suitcase.
Nah, touch.
Well,
Walks away.
Alright, good.
She has like really weird pregnant pause and just walks away. Sorry, mother's got pause.
Shay comes up to Terrence and Izzy and starts
We're
like
still just
triple dancing with you
carouseling.
two. She jumps right in the middle.
this might draw some attention, but while you're here, in Terrash, the man that Codex is Mala is dancing with is a vampire, I think, or he doesn't have a reflection. So I don't want to assume, but it's not great.
Trying to think of like what vampiric lore anybody would know.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
I grew
gonna
up
say
in the
they
church,
all
so
kind
I
of
know
work-
all the lore.
Yeah, I'll say they all kind of like work different. Like, not every vampire is gonna have like the same lore to them.
Oh, where's the other one?
The other one?
Table.
That's
What was
it.
it? The one who is not named.
The tall one. He didn't like the way I was spinning him around. First time that's happened. So he just went back to the table.
see Wash like gently petting the suitcase, just looking around.
That guy's crazy.
Crazy.
So, as for our whole purpose here was reconnaissance, is that kind of out the window now, considering?
I think we just need to blend in for now. Might get a little dicey.
Wash.
Since you're sitting alone, why don't you make a perception check or like walk looking around the room since everyone's so busy with their reflections and or very scary tall men.
And dancing.
16.
16. You catch a glimpse of Viscerai, who's like up talking to people, and it looks like that person that Shay was talking to when she was walking in is walking away from Viscerai. And now it looks like Viscerai is making his way toward Lady Seraphina Rousseau's table.
Oh no!
And then you look over at your group and they're like, in the mirror, they're
Dancing, 3 people dancing in a triangle.
Like, and every time they turn, they're like, to themselves in the mirror, they're like,
See, I was envisioning it that like we would kind of trade off in the different pairs.
Codex is being drunk dry. No, I'm just kidding.
Wash is going to shoot back whatever alcohol is in front of him, pick up the briefcase, and then walk over to you 3 acting a fool.
Like faces in the mirror.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, so I think we might need to go. That rumor might be going up to the host of the party.
How far away is this, right?
If you had a straight shot, 50 feet, but there's a bunch of people between.
Are there any shadows in the curtains?
He's not in the curtain, he's in the middle.
But are there any shadows in the curtains on the walls?
Yeah. But he's closer to like, so like her, Lady Rousseau's table is like pretty center, closer to that outlook. And
Gotcha.
Is it like one of those sweetheart tables that are like the two, basically, and then the other big tables are kind of surrounding it?
While we're going around, like, she would be scanning the group to look for Lynn, but also trying to keep an eye on the people that she thinks are important. Would I have seen him moving around while I'm
'cause
talking to him?
Isabella was also specifically watching Viscerai.
Sure, both of you roll perception as well. I'm gonna say, because of Terrence, roll disadvantage Izzy.
They're just
Okay. Yeah, with disadvantage, it's not higher than my passive, so...
19.
Hey!
Okay. Now make a wisdom check, please. Wisdom save. Sorry.
Wisdom save?
Yep.
13.
Okay. Make a disadvantage perception check.
There's a lot.
Anytime you kind of look, like you kind of get this like sense of wanting to look back at Balthazar,
Oh.
as if his eyes are enchanting you.
Those eyes. 12 at disadvantage.
12. You probably notice what Wash notices, which is
That he's moving.
that Rainer, the person that we don't know who exactly that is, but the person that you probably see the insignia of the Blue Crow, but the person Shay was talking to is now walking away from Viscerai.
So, wait, the person with the blue crow is walking away from Viscerai, and Viscerai is heading towards Lady Seraphina.
Yeah, the best way I can say is like the person that Shay was talking to, Rainer. It looks like he's exiting a conversation. Like he was just talking. He must have just been talking to Viscerai because now he's walking away.
Okay.
As you kind of like turn to look, Balthazar kind of just smile and say, "I'm not seeming to take focus on our dancing."
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, sorry. I just, like, this is all very new to me, so I just taking in the crowd.
Right. So your name is Codex, right?
Yes.
And something about sworn. Tell me more about this sworn enemy thing.
Yeah, so, here's the deal. I think I might have mistaken you for someone else. Have I ever sent you a message in your brain?
Meanwhile, Wash is telling the group, "Well, I'm gonna go collect our rabbit."
Hold on.
I think we need to intercept
Can you make a
Viscerai
wisdom save?
as well.
They're having a genuine conversation here and just dancing. You guys don't know shit.
You just got asked to make a wisdom saving throw.
I did. Wait, what?
Yeah, you're not just having a polite conversation anymore.
Polite conversation with a vampire.
Oh, nat 20? Nat 20?
He tries to charm you.
Oh!
You see his eyes glint over again, he just smiles, and then the moment he notices you don't get charmed, he like grabs your arms a little tighter.
Ew.
Still dancing with you, but it's just a little bit tighter.
Force.
She gives like a very awkward laugh and she's like, you don't want to do that.
I won't forget you, Codex. And then kind of just like lets you go. And then just like walks back, just walks like kind of out of the crowd away from you.
Sorry, 'cause he's so tall.
I mean, yeah, you see him, but he like walks through the crowd. And he kind of like every so often will look back and smile.
Great, awesome. She kind of like watches for a second and like glances back towards like where Viscerai was moving. How close have I managed to dance that direction, or am I still very far away?
You're still by the trio and now Wash.
Yeah.
How far away did you say Viscerai was?
50 feet.
50 feet.
I'm gonna cast message at Viscerai.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to cast message, and I'm just gonna say, find the white rabbit if you want information. And then I'm going to head back to the group.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, yeah, Viscerai's head probably turns and like stops for a second, but yeah, you can enter your group. They're like right there, they're like 10 feet from you.
I think the second Wash was like, we need to leave and like pointed in Viscerai's direction. And then Wash said, I'm going to go collect the rabbit. I think Isabella would have been like, we need to intercept Viscerai. And she's like making a beeline to Viscerai.
Okay, who's following behind her?
Shay is
Should we maybe
like
collect our weapons?
Shay's tandem going, so like if we started walking together, Shay would kind of split off and kind of come in from a different direction. She's like skirting along the walls if you're going like through the crowd.
I'm gonna stay with Codex. I mean, I don't know what you just said, but I'm gonna stay with Codex and Wash unless you two are splitting off.
I'm probably gonna go look for a route that seems like the quickest and safest way to get out.
Okay.
Does Viscerai see me walking away? Do I notice if he catches a glance of me at all?
You don't notice if he catches a glance, but he does look back to try to look for wherever that came from.
That's fine. She's like, as she's spinning to get back to the group, she's just gonna kind of make a bigger movement than she normally would to see if it attracts attention, and then she's gonna follow Wash.
Okay.
And Terrence is gonna follow Codex as well because he doesn't know where everybody went.
Okay. And where are you going? I'm sorry?
I'm going same direction Izzy's going. I think we're both going towards Viscerai, just kind of from two different directions, but yeah.
Yeah, alright, so probably at a point, like, probably at stop, he like, is looking around, just like smiling, just like almost like, who said that? As you two probably like kind of like fork your way to him pretty quickly.
Isabella would probably be like, Viscerai! It's so good to see you! I haven't seen you since the... What was it? The party last year?
I'm sorry, did we know each other?
Don't tell me you don't remember me.
Can't say
Just
I
like
do.
every other person I sleep with.
Yeah.
I can't believe this.
Absolutely.
We were all there.
We were all there.
Izzy, how could either of us forget? How are you, Viscerai?
I know you.
Do you know?
Professor Theoris.
Yes,
You're a TA.
I am.
Or was until you just disappeared.
She let me go upon my own adventures. That happens sometimes. We've been together a while. But it's been a while. Why don't we catch up?
I don't know you, I know of you.
And I view many things of you.
I'm sorry, what was your name?
Antesh. And this is Izzy.
Pleased to re-meet you, I guess, Viscerai.
Does not shake your hand. He's kind of shorter too. He's probably like, I mean, he's like 6 foot, but he's shorter than you guys.
Yeah, we're like staring down at him.
Interesting. Yes. I just spoke with one of the representatives from the Blue Crow Venturing Guild. They said that there was someone here, a shadow elf with dark hair and a shock of white that might be in leagues with someone I know. Terrence, perhaps?
I wouldn't know. But there are a few of us around.
Both of you roll I keep saying perception. Both of you roll perception. Actually, no. Both of you roll a wisdom check. No, arcana check.
Well, I got a nat 20, it's low.
Yeah, I did not get a nat 20, so...
Okay,
we'll let her take this one.
You notice that, like, it's almost like for a second, like, he blurs, and you see him in front of you. Roll a perception as well.
Okay.
No, insight.
Insight.
Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing.
17.
17? Okay, you watch as it looks like another hand is backing up behind him.
You take this one, Liz. I'm gonna grab the other.
Sounds good.
Oh no. This might be bad. What are you doing, Izzy?
I think Izzy's just staring into Viscerai's eyes for the moment. But the second they make a move, she's going to try and stop them.
Draw a portrait, it will last longer.
I can't draw. I'm actually going to school for the oboe. I'm actually supposed to be in the orchestra. I haven't tuned them yet.
How are you studying at the summit?
No, I go to Providence. I transferred from Holy Sun. So
That's a shame.
Yeah. It is a shame. And again, we met at a party already, Viscerai. It is a shame. I kind of wish we went to the same school because it was fun knowing you.
You watch as your Viscerai Shay is like walking pretty quickly, like turning and walking. What are you gonna do?
I grab him by the lapel and kiss him.
Sorry.
You should be.
Just like disappears. And if you look back, you're probably only like 10, 15 feet from Izzy. Viscerai quickly just like, kind of like patting himself down. I think I do remember you. Didn't you give me this? And you watch as he takes what looks like this small piece of paper that he just quickly incants something and throws it at your face. Roll a dex save to see if you can not be affected by this.
Oh, it rolled from a 17 to a 3.
Oh no! Back to jail. He quickly incants it and throws it at you, and you kind of just like I think very like Howl's Moving Castle, where like the little pieces of paper will like burn up and go away. Like burns up and go away, and like you're like what? And as your eyes open up, he's gone.
Did I see where he went?
You saw him flash, gone. Both of you, if you turn, I'm going to keep your perception checks from before. He is already at the Rousseau table. He teleported.
Son of a bitch.
And he is starting to talk. At first, like, you see the two older men, like the older dwarf and like the older human. He's talking to them, and they kind of like, whoa, who are you? And then you see, eventually they part, and you see Lady Seraphima just kind of lean in and start listening to him. So what are you guys doing?
Well, none of us gonna... how far away is that?
Probably about, if you didn't make it all the way back, probably like 30, 40 from you. Probably 40. So from you, about 55, 60 feet.
I think they'd catch each other's eye, Shay and Isabella, and I think Isabella would kind of like shake her head no and nod her head to the direction where she saw Codex and them head. Because we need to leave.
Yeah. She'll just do a little power walk. They're like non-urgent, but like swift.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys all meet up real quick as like you kind of, if anyone's like keeping it, if you two are like turning back to keep an eye on what's going on, it looks like Seraphima like is like kind of leading to guards, and like you see her like lean to a guard holds up their hand, and you see kind of like this like blue arcane go around their wrist, and then if you look back at the entrance of the hall, you see as they block it.
Yeah.
Oh
Isn't
no.
it the walkie-talkie spell? I'd like that one.
Yeah, can I have the walkie-talkie spell, please?
The walkie-talkie spell? Is that message? Is that walkie-talkie spell?
Kinda.
Might be.
I was gonna say, well, this is like if you.
Wow, the Viscerai thing was going down?
Yeah, while the Viscerai
Okay.
thing was going on, this is genuinely what I was gonna say because they kind of left and went to go like check out a thing, and I was gonna follow them, and I think while he was following them, he was gonna look towards where the weapons were being kept.
Okay, so that's back in the hall, so you have to go in the hall.
Yeah.
You just see like this kind of like servant girl with short hair. Hello?
Hi. I was wondering if I could gather my things. I'm going to be heading out.
You would need to be escorted out by one of the guards with him, yes?
Oh, I would need to be escorted out. I don't remember them telling me that. I thought I could just take my stuff and leave. Oh. If she has to turn to, like, grab a guard, he's gonna, like, snag his bag and, like, try and find his friends. Like, we're already in trouble, so it can't get much worse.
That's fair. That's fair.
The second she, like, turns her back to, like...
She doesn't turn her back. She's sitting at the desk. You probably have, like, a code check number.
Okay. I was also told, to grab my friends. It's that one right there. I just point past her to see if she glances at it, and I'm going to grab my stuff and run.
Alright. Roll stealth. Actually, roll stealth, also roll what's it called? Roll, sleight of hand, because she hasn't given it to you yet.
Okay, it was an 18 stealth, and a 13 sleight of hand.
13 sleight of hand? Okay. Probably, as you get it and kind of grab it, you kind of push her over and you just hear her go, guards! And, she starts to,
He books it to try and find, literally any one of these guys.
Alright. I'll say, just to make it interesting, you run in, probably pretty quickly before the guards, close in. So you, run in as, some guards, try to find you in there as you're running past them to go into the crowd. You probably see, are you guys at the table? Where are you guys at?
No, we're,
we
all
were
meeting.
looking for escape routes.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are at this, right? You guys are looking for escape routes where?
Just anywhere where there's an exit of the building.
There's the hall. There's a
700-foot drop.
That or the hall.
And the hall's blocked now, right?
The hall's going to be blocked, yeah. So yeah, if you guys are looking to see if there's anything else on these edges, you'll find nothing, unfortunately. But that'll take up the time.
Fair. So, I know you can jump really high. How about landing? Can you land?
No, I can land from how high I jump, but it's only maybe 10 feet.
Because we might be SOL.
I just have to fucking find Lynn. Should we get our gear? Should we get everybody's stuff and get it back to everyone at least so we have something?
Alright, let's give that a go.
Yeah, as you turn, that's when you see the guards kind of blocking the hall.
And Terrence just
You probably see them.
I kind of run past them. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going towards where there's no people, which is probably the balcony. Gotta get out of here. And I'm clutching my bag to my chest, and I'm running towards the balcony.
Oh, what the fuck?
How far away from the guards is Terrence?
Far enough. Some are trying to chase you because hey! But yeah.
So they don't have full line of sight on him?
No.
Can I just grab Terrence by the collar as he runs past and just swing him into a dance and just give Wash a look find our stuff?
Try. It's blocked.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to talk to some guards, I guess, because this works out for Wash.
He's quite a talker.
So you start walking up towards the guards.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen and others. Do you mind if I get through to grab my stuff? I'm ready to head out.
You smell smoke.
Well, yeah.
Grab them. Roll a dex save.
Oh no!
Cigarettes are gonna screw you.
Dex save.
Cigarettes will kill you, not in the way you'd expect.
17? Yeah, they try to grab you as you kind of duck and back up. Because they all can come in.
Yeah, I guess I fucking immediately do that. Toss the expensive bottle of booze at them and bolt.
Okay, so you're pulling back Codex. Okay. Not working.
Okay, she'll just kind of release Terrence as they spin and shove Terrence and just be follow Wash. I'll try and get our stuff. And are we close to a wall that leads into the...
No, you're in the center of this hall.
Okay. She's going to just her ears are gonna drop down as flat as she can get them, so her ponytail is really high. And then she's just gonna give a little nervous tug on one of her braids and just be all right. And she's just gonna start trying to very calmly head over towards the snack table, get a drink, and then maybe try and make her way back to where she knows we checked all of our stuff. Just tactically trying to avoid guards.
Are the guards trying to do this in a way, like, subtly grab us? Or
No.
is this very, like, chaos is reigning right now?
Yeah, kind of. Like, they're probably, a lot of them are probably running towards watch now, so there might be room for you to run in if you wish. But you're gonna have to make some dex saves. This is all kind of going down at the same time, so this is all happening very fast. Probably while this is all happening, you watch Seraphima starts to stand up as like she's about to be like, villains, like, so. She wants to be like, villains.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you guys are, as far as she knows, you guys are criminals. Codex. Make a stealth and make 3 dex saves.
Woof.
Oh no.
Well?
Oh no. Alright, hold on.
Or I'm sorry, no. Make a stealth and make 3 grapple saves. So, athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. Okay, it's starting out really well, you guys. 9 on my stealth.
Oh.
No.
And then you said grapple saves?
Yeah, 3 of them.
So, would these still count as dex saves?
No.
Okay.
So it's your athletics or acrobatics. You get to choose because grapple is always athletics against, but defense can be athletics or acrobatics. Because you can either push someone off or slink.
I have lucky footwork, which means I can add stuff to failed dex saves. Okay, the first one... I can use acrobatics, God bless. 18.
Okay, yep.
You said 3?
Yep, two more, yep.
Next one is a 16.
Okay.
Oh my god! The last one is a 6.
Oh no.
That's the one. Okay, because I got a 3, a 4, and a 17.
No!
So you kind of like just try to slink past the bolt, and one tries to grab you, you kind of, another one tries to grab you, push out, and then you see like this bigger guard that just kind of grabs you by the shoulders. Where the fuck do you think
Is he wearing armor?
He is.
Cool. I'm gonna grab him back.
Oh, how?
Just by the, I'm just gonna grab onto, like, any metal armor that he's wearing and cast Shocking Grasp.
Ooh, okay.
Spicy!
Yeah.
Yeah, would you have to roll a hit? You roll a hit just in case.
I have advantage because he is wearing metal.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wow. So I'm not gonna use the 1 that I rolled, but I will take an 18.
18, yep, that'll hit. 2 damage.
He takes 6 lightning damage.
Okay, so you can and he drops you as you oop.
And he can't take reactions until the start of his next turn. And I have to roll.
Yes, you do. What did you
I'm
get?
saying this.
So wait, explain what this table is for people at home.
So Codex is a wild magic sorcerer, and and we changed how it works. We kind of wanted surges to happen more often. So every time I don't surge, the counter goes up by 1. My counter is currently at 7. I rolled a 3. And I think she cast Shocking Grasp fully just as a reaction, like, don't touch me. And then something worse happened.
Does it reset for every surge?
Shocking Grasp is a cantrip. I don't have to.
You don't have to. Okay. Oh, that's good.
Damn, I wanted something crazy to happen.
I know.
At this gala, and it's not over yet.
Cool. All right. So you shocking grasp, and you're like, you run. You probably find the first right room where you see Lynn sitting in there, and she's like, someone just stole all this stuff.
Oh my god! Do you have my stuff?
Yeah. Why?
Okay, I need all of my stuff and all those weird people that I came in with because we gotta go because they're gonna try and kill us, and I promise we're not criminals, but it's really bad.
Roll persuasion at advantage.
Aww.
Lynn, I'm begging you. I'm on my hands and knees. I'm begging you. Obviously.
Look how cute I am, Lynn, please.
Lynn? Persuasion? I got a 17.
17? Okay, yeah. She's like, sure, here, and she kind of just hands you everything.
Thanks! Also, can you get me out of here? Preferably everybody else. There's a lot of people looking for us, and it's really bad. Is there, like, a different route that we can take that's not super obvious?
Well, we just set off a whole thing, and you can hear, like, dum, 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 dum. All the guards are coming from the hall, so you're kind of screwed this side.
Can I hide in here, then, for a second?
No, sorry.
Lynn, please, I'm begging you. I will literally get killed if I don't hide in here.
So will I.
But not if they don't find me.
There's nowhere to hide.
Let me hide under the counter.
It's like a very like a regular table.
Like this.
Listen, if they find me, just say I threatened you.
They'll kill you.
Yeah, I know. And she's gonna start climbing over the counter.
Okay, so the counter, it's not like it's literally like a table.
Oh fuck! I thought it was like in a wall. Never mind. All right, Lynn. I'm looking for answers here. Any route that lets us out, not this way, or not off the balcony, because I can jump high, but I can't land high.
I don't know.
Okay. You did your best, and she's just gonna sprint back towards the bar.
Okay, so you like make 2 grapple saves, both at disadvantage because you're holding on that shit.
God damn it.
It'll be
Okay,
fine.
I rolled bad. Wow, these are going away.
One is a non-nat 20, and the other is a 10.
Okay, so you somehow, because I got a 3 and a 4, so it was like I think it was 8.
Yeah.
The most they try to grab you, and you're kind of like you're trying to keep it all together, like it's like
Your light's like popping up out of your hands and like you're like cartoonish grabbing it.
That's part of how they miss you. You just jump up.
as you kind of like run and push past nobles to get up to Wash and Terrence.
Here's your shit. Just throw it at him.
You see Shay and Izzy as you guys are sitting, kind of watching the Seraphim is like starting to get up to like have a speech. It's very lavish. Leandra just like looks at you all and says, like she like quickly just slinks behind you. They don't know your names yet, except Terrence maybe.
No, they actually know everyone's name except mine
And Wash.
and Gregor's.
But they don't know that I am the Shay.
Yeah. Oh, I'll fix it. Just take this. Jump. Read it. Can you read? You can read the
I can read, yes.
Perfect. As like Leandra gives you that, and you like turn around, you probably see the 3 of them going like running like, towards you. Yeah, like.
Terrence is like, are we really supposed to be doing this? And then I'm looking at it, like putting his bag over his shoulder.
Shay grabs Izzy's hand and starts booking it towards the balcony area.
Okay. If you guys are like right behind them, so let's say Izzy and Shay are in the front, hold hands. The 3 of you. Do you have the briefcase?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, the 3 of you are running behind. Everybody roll 2 grapple saves. So either athletics or acrobatics, you get to choose.
Great.
I'm gonna go down the line: Shay, Terrence, Izzy, Codex, Wash. So I'm gonna do Shay first. So have you rolled yours?
Yep.
Okay, let me roll mine. I got a 14 and a 16.
That's cute, because I got a 24 and a 19.
Perfect. You're like bye.
Bye, bitch!
One grabs your boob and you go, I like that. And
Yeah.
you
Do it again.
I'm sorry we just sexualized
But you I'm
her.
into that shit.
Oh no, she definitely doesn't try to do that.
She's like, you can't grab that. I grab you. The boob grabs back.
It's a mimic. It's just
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway, okay, Terrence. Jesus. Okay, that's a critical fail, so that's a 5 and a critical fail. And then a 12.
I did it. I got an 18 and a 15.
Yeah!
So people try to grab you and you're just like, whoa,
I slink around like liquid.
Jesus, I'm rolling horribly. Even the Codex dice. I'm gonna switch this after this. Okay, Izzy. I got a 6 and then an 11.
I got a 9 and then an 11.
That beats it. So like someone like kind of grabs your arm and she just like pulls you more as you're like,
Yeah.
so you kind of pull it out.
Close one.
You have your oboe case, right?
Yeah, I do.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna switch the dice because I don't like that. We're gonna do.
No, please, God.
Just Wash and Terrence dice. All right, Codex.
Oh no, Codex!
I've rolled 5 of these. I just want you to know.
I know you have.
She tired.
17 and 22.
I got a 22 and a 6.
Oh
That's fine. Wash can still potentially help you. So you see if someone like, kind of grabs Codex and goes like,
Kicking him.
you can try to shock and grasp again if you want to.
No, I mean, I'm gonna cast something different. If
Okay, yeah.
If I,
weird.
you know.
Wash, I'm gonna do yours.
Oh no.
I'm gonna say one grabs Codex, and what did you get?
Well, I got a 24 and a 12.
Okay, I got a 19 and a natural 20. So
Fuck.
I'm gonna say, like, you slip by one, and then the big one who has the other big one has Codex, just like grabs you. Codex, what are you doing?
I was gonna.
I'm gonna cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay.
On the person that's catching Wash.
It's the same one that catched you, so yeah.
Oh!
What
Great.
did you get for the
I'm
second?
still getting
The
cast
second.
silver bars.
Yeah, what did you get for the second?
12.
I got a 14.
Damn it. Okay, Wash, you have advantage on your next roll. Your next attack, roll, ability check, or saving throw.
That's not a spell, right?
I'll-
Or is it a spell?
Oh, it's a level 1 spell, baby.
Please, please, please. I kind of want to take it. Just pretend like it is. Let's take. Oh.
Oh, yeah, I rolled a 4. It's,
Yes, it's wrong!
Codex rolls, blows up.
she gets like getting pulled away, and then she sees this same guy like grab Wash, and she's like, "Get off!" And then she casts that, and it surges.
What does Silvery Barbs look like?
For her, I don't really know yet. I think for her, it's just like pure reaction, and if she sees it, she probably there's just like a sense of will about her, and there's like that little like that hot pink lightning that she has that a lot of her spells cast, and it kind of like crackles across her eyes, and she doesn't really notice it, and that like it's just like enough to like shock the person and make them fumble a little bit when they're doing whatever they're doing.
Okay, and then have you ever said me what the updated thing is?
I was gonna let you choose what you wanted to do.
Do you want me to roll or do you want to roll?
What do I roll? Is it a percentage die?
Yeah, roll a percentile.
Yeah, I'll roll and you just tell me how bad it is. 95.
Your arms fall off.
Yeah, right.
You're not right anymore.
Great!
As you like do Silvery Barbs and it kind of like shocks all around, you watch as like the lightning almost like kind of like turns back and hits you as Polymorph is casted, and you watch Codex turn into a sheep.
Aww.
And it's like white with like a little bit of pink. Yeah, hot pink.
Oh my god, so cute!
I say like what happens is you probably like just to expedite you out this. Probably what happens is you get down, you kind of like hit the fucking thing, and you're like what? And like let's go with Wash. Wash, you can do another grapple check with advantage for.
Oh, I'm just gonna like swing the suit.
So you still have to make a grapple check.
Okay.
You can use advantage on this if you want to.
I would love to. That's one.
That's right. Okay, yeah. So he kind of like loosens a bit, and you're just kind of like and hit him. He's like, ugh! As do you like pick up Codex?
And all the gear.
Well, it's probably more
dog
so.
in one hand.
Oh, good, good.
As long as she had it in, yeah, you have a briefcase and a sheet.
I'm going to the farmer's market.
Here we go!
Yeah, right. Because you were holding all your stuff, right, Codex?
Yeah, I had my I gave everybody their stuff, and mine is like strapped onto my back. So
Yeah, so then it would probably more like, yeah. So you have that like with you, and as you're running, like booking it, you kind of make it around Seraphina's table, and you probably catch up to the three of them a little bit. He's like maybe like 5-8 feet behind you as you're all running. As you guys just like keep running, and eventually you get to that end. Mm-hmm. There's probably like a bit of a stack, but you don't fall off. Yeah. And then you just, if you all look, like if Izzy says, where is he, like, you have to wait for them, you probably just see Wash, like, ah!
Looking over his shoulder at the guards chasing him and then running directly into you.
Was it Leandra that gave me like a flask, or was it a powder?
It was like a piece of paper, very similar to
That's
what
Viscera did.
So it says it's some type of spell.
Perfect. As soon as I see Wash running towards us, I start the incantation or spell or whatever. I just start saying it, and then I tell everyone to jump as soon as he reaches us.
You kind of read it, and then you watch like the glyphs fly off the page, and they surround each of your ankles, and it just is like these like almost like this like white glow around your ankles, and then Wash is like ah!
And yeah, as he comes up and that happens, I grab it and I go jump.
All right, and you guys all jump. And that's for Anthony's episode.
I really want Terrence to lock eyes with Vizra as they jump and just give him the burn as they fucking...
The Table is Yours releases episodes in video and podcast format every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can follow The Table Is Yours everywhere by the handle @TTIYDND. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the table next time.